Hello everyone, and welcome back to, welcome to my garden. I have converted a little Weber barbecue, little charcoal grill, into some sort of forge with an angle grinder. Yeah, great skill in that, just cut a hole in it. You know, chuck some charcoal in. Got a hairdryer in it to force some air into it. Little anvil. And today, using some stainless steel rods, we're going to forge crevicing tools. It's all stainless steel, so none of it will rust. Got my AWG stamps on top there, but you can't really see that because of the camera. Oh, you kind of can. They've turned out alright. They're going well so far. I've done 3. Got another 3 bits of steel in the fire, and I'll show you guys how I'm forging these. So for the first heat of the steel, I just draw it out on the anvil so that it gets that nice sort of spoony, flat end bit that you saw on the test pieces I've done. Then the second heat I continue that a bit more, and then I move on to actually bending it around the horn of the anvil so that it gets that nice hook shape, which makes it very useful for scraping out crevices when you're prospecting. I suppose hence the name Crevicing tool, really. Okay, so it's these 3 pieces through their second heat, and they're flattened out nicely. I want them thin enough that they can sort of, you know, get that wider end, and also a bit flatter and a bit easier to work through the crevices. But I don't want them so thin that they're weak, so that's about right thickness that I've got on these. And it will get thinner as well as I put the hook on them. Now people watching will notice they've got a glove on that I've been dipping in a bucket of water. That's to stop myself burning my hand on the bit of steel. Because they're only short bits of steel, I've got to have a wet glove on so I can forge them, but the longer bits of steel you could probably manage without. I'd still wear it though, just, you know, no harm in not burning yourself. Yeah, it's all going rather well, really. Okay, so I almost had the hooks done in 1 heat, but in the end it took 2. But now we're on to the most important part, putting the all-important AWG brand on the end of them, so that you know that it was me that made either this beautiful piece of equipment or piece of crap, depending on your persuasion. I like to think they're good. I mean, you know, it doesn't take much to make a good crevicing tool. Some people just bend screwdrivers, and they're usually quite expensive, whereas I'm going to sell these for a much more reasonable price. Yeah, I'll give you some specs at the end of the video once I've done my branding. But I'll set you up on that bit of stump again, so you can watch me. I have incredible skills with a camera. Not really. While putting the letters on these, I completely forgot to hit record on the camera. So I did that whole sequence and spoke to you, but you know, it's gone forever, drifting off into the distance. That's right though, I've got them stamped on now. I've just put them back in for a last heat, because once you've forged this a bit, it weakens the steel. So what you have to do is you have to get it really hot, and then quickly pull it out, push into a bucket of water, quench it, and make sure it gets nice and work hardened, so that it doesn't completely deform and wear out the moment someone gets a hold of them. So I'm going to use the hairdryer now to get it a bit more air in there, get it nice and hot. Okay, so that'll do for the first one. second one needs a little bit more. Last one. There you go. Give those a minute to cool off. Meanwhile, I'll put the fire out. There you go. Now I've got 6 of these made. Got a nice AWG stamped on the end, which is probably not a good one to show off. There you go, that's a bit better. You might be able to see that. You'll definitely see it in person though. Now I'm miles away from golfing at the moment, so I can't test this out, and I'm not near a river, so I'm going to have the next best thing, which is a crack in the driveway, to test these out with, see if they can do the work. Right, let's have a quick look. There you go, it's right to the bottom of that crack. Move some material out. If there were gold in there, I'd be able to get to it. There's no damage, no scratches to any of the tool. Nice and work hardened, it'll last you. Now I forged these from 300mm length rod. I reckon they'd be about 280 long in total by now, with the drawing out, but somewhere around there. I'll chuck actual measurements up on the screen here about now. And there you go. Not bad for a bit of a primitive forge. That's all I got for you today. So I'll catch you on the next one.